Hey guys, so today we're going to meal prep for the entire week. Breakfast, lunch and dinner. And to make it a little bit different, I thought, why not try someone else's meal prep video? Because I love watching meal prep videos. It always motivates me to cook and to eat healthy. So I thought, let's try a meal prep video, see if the recipes are good, if they taste good, and also see if they hold in the fridge for a couple of days. Today we're going to try a meal prep from Liezl Jayne on YouTube. I absolutely love her videos. I've been watching her for years. She just motivates me so much to eat healthy. I feel like her recipes are always very easy with simple ingredients and the meals are always healthy and so delicious. I made a ton of her recipes in the past and I've never tried one of her 1-hour meal prep videos. I'm gonna link the video in the description box down below, and I'm also gonna link her blog in the description box down below because she lists everything on her blog. Her meal prep videos are for weight loss, but you obviously can adjust your meals if you don't want to lose weight, because she also has different calorie options. What I also think is amazing is that she is including a grocery list, so you don't even have to do your own grocery. Like she's pretty much doing everything for us except for the cooking. We have on the menu for breakfast we have a coffee banana protein smoothie. I'm not the biggest fan of things in coffee, you know, like coffee yogurt, coffee ice cream, but this looks so good and I'm really excited for this. Lunch we have a spicy chickpea mayo wrap. I want to use chickpeas more in general and eat a little bit less meat, so perfect. And for dinner we have salmon teriyaki bowls. I'm not gonna make it with salmon, I'm gonna make it with tofu. I'm not vegan, but I just decided this week I don't want to have any meat, so that's what we're gonna do. And for snack she's making an egg and veggie muffin. I cannot eat eggs unfortunately, so we're not gonna make this, and I'm just gonna have my usual Greek yogurt quark with fruit in the evening snack. For the smoothie we obviously need a blender. We need 4 bananas. Next we need 3 to 4 cups of yogurt. She's using coconut yogurt and I also bought the coconut yogurt because I was curious how it's gonna taste with the coffee. 3 cups of coconut yogurt or 4 cups of non-fat dairy yogurt. I unfortunately didn't buy enough coconut yogurt. I don't know why I thought 1 coconut yogurt would be enough, so I'm gonna take some quark and mix it in with the coconut yogurt. I hate cup measuring. I hate it so much, but I don't want to Google it how many grams of yogurt I need, but I feel like the cup is such an extra step every time. I'm gonna use the whole. This is 1 cup. It's so messy, and for what? Okay, next we need 4 scoops of vanilla protein powder. I have mine from Women's Best. It is actually a French vanilla one, but I absolutely love it. It tastes so good, but you can use obviously any vanilla protein powder. 4 teaspoons of sweeteners. She is using maple syrup and I'm also gonna use maple syrup because why not? Now for the coffee part, 2 tablespoons of instant coffee. If anyone is curious, this is the one I use. It's just a very basic instant coffee, nothing fancy, nothing special. 1, 2. A 1/4 cup of almond butter. I'm gonna use peanut butter, but I'm not gonna Google it because I'm not measuring a 1/4 cup of peanut butter. 65 grams of peanut butter. Measuring hack for peanut butter or anything in a container is you put the container on the scale and then just measure it out of the cup. It's such a game changer. I don't know why I didn't start that earlier. 1 cup of water. She's also putting ice inside, but I think I'm just gonna blend it and see how it's going because it looks very full and I'm scared my blender is not gonna handle the measurement. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Pray for me, pray for me. Why does it sit here on top? Like, does anyone have a trick? Because I feel like every time I make a smoothie, it doesn't really blend into the whole thing. It smells amazing. I need to add some ice though, because it is so liquidy. I filled them into the containers after losing a little bit of the smoothie on the kitchen countertop, but I managed to rescue 3 tablespoons actually. I have these 4, what are these called? Mason jars, yeah. And we're gonna drink actually 2 of them. This is gonna be our breakfast because we're 2 people. I made this for my boyfriend and for myself, but I only filmed one part of it, but I also wanted to meal prep for the entire week. We're gonna have these first, and then I'm gonna put these into the fridge because these are airtight containers and they are obviously gonna hold longer than these mason jars. Let's do a little taste test. It smells amazing. I'm not sure if the consistency is too liquidy, if I should have added more ice, but I'm not the biggest fan of smoothies when it's very thick and creamy, and I also feel like when you put them in the fridge the next day they're gonna be thicker anyways. Wow. Okay, amazing. 10 out of 10. I like that it's not super coffee heavy. The banana is taking over, obviously. And I think a little bit of the vanilla from the protein powder. Wow. Wow. Very good. So next we're gonna make lunch. We're gonna make these spicy chickpea wraps. And I'm gonna start off by cutting the bell peppers. For the chickpeas, I'm gonna make double the amount because I'm gonna make 8 portions. So I'm gonna use 2 cans of chickpeas, and because I think this is not enough, and Liezl even says in her video that you can use up to half a cup of chickpeas extra. So I'm also gonna use an extra can of chickpeas. The other bowl was too small and this one is way too big, but I'd rather have a bigger bowl instead of, you know, everything getting all over the place. I laid out all my wraps here. I have 8 tortilla wraps. Here I have my little ingredient station. I have some baby spinach and some lettuce. You don't have to use both, but I have both at home. Cilantro, my cut bell pepper, and the chickpea mix. And now I'm just gonna fill up all the wraps like with the lettuce, bell pepper, cilantro, and then put the chickpea mayo mix on top. Roll them up and we're done for lunch. For the chickpea mix, I think I'm just gonna take a big spoon and take 1 spoon for each wrap and see how much is left over, and then just pretty much I measure it. I forgot that I should have heated the wrap up because it's a meal prep wrap and I didn't think of eating them right now. Still looks really good, so time for a taste test. The thing about wraps for me is I don't like the rolling, because I always feel like I cannot roll it properly without everything falling apart. It is a little bit annoying, but it tastes amazing. You can also make this with chicken. I like it, and what I like most about it, where I was like, I'm not sure if I should buy cilantro, but it really adds a very nice and fresh touch. Time to make dinner. As you can tell, I look a little bit rough, okay? I took a shower and I had to take my contact lenses out, took my makeup off, because I do prefer eating my dinner in my PJs and being comfortable. And I wanted to make dinner fresh because I was like, if I'm cooking, if I'm taking the time to cook, I want to have my meal cooked fresh at least once and then have the meal prep for the next days. I'm gonna go a little bit off recipe here because I'm not making it with salmon. And she says on the website to use 2 cups or 2 packs of tofu. I'm gonna double the size again, but I'm only gonna take 3 packs of tofu because I weighed them and it would be over a little bit over 100 grams of tofu each day, which is more than enough. I have around a kilo, like 1000 grams of tofu now for 8 portions. If anyone is curious, I don't have edamame beans because at my grocery store they just don't have them, so I'm gonna make some peas. And she cooks the salmon separate and the veggie and the rice. I'm not sure yet how I'm gonna do that. I have some spring onion to top it all off because I think an Asian inspired meal needs some spring onion. I don't have sesame seeds at home, but I also bought these, what are they called? Brussels, no, not, why do I always want to say Brussels sprouts? They're not Brussels sprouts. They're sprouts, I just don't know which one. And I'm gonna add these because I love them. I think they have such a nice crunch. Let's start with the cooking. I was debating on how to make this because I need to cook the veggies in a different pan than the tofu with the sauce. And I only have one big frying pan. I'm gonna make the veggies first. In the meantime, I'm gonna cook the rice, then I'm gonna put it on the side and then make the tofu in the same pan. Now I think I'm just gonna add a little bit of baby spinach to the broccoli and to the peas so that it evens out and that it cooks a little bit quicker. I'm gonna use a bunch of it because I have a bunch of it at home. Next we're gonna make our teriyaki sauce. I'm still doubling the ingredients, so I'm taking two 1/8 cup, 1/4 cup, I think so. 1/4 cup of soy sauce. We also need 1/8 of a cup water, or 1/4, oh my gosh. Please use the recipe on the internet. 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons honey, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, half a teaspoon of onion powder, so 1 teaspoon. I'm just gonna throw a bunch of garlic powder in there. 1/4 teaspoon of ginger powder, so half. Do you think I'm gonna have the measurements correct? Because I'm not sure at this point. Did I add the water? Yes, oh my gosh, I added the water, yes. 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Salt, pepper. Now we're gonna shake it and hope for the best. Okay, putting now olive oil into the pan once again. This rhymed, oh my gosh. I'm so done at this point. I think it would be much easier if you do it only like with 4 servings. I'm doing this for 2 people and it's quite a lot of work, not gonna lie. Maybe it's also because my period hit, let's blame it on that. Okay, so in the video she fries the salmon for 4 minutes, but she says to fry the tofu for 10 minutes before she's putting in the sauce. So we're just gonna fry the tofu, put in the sauce, and then we're finally done. I really wanna eat something. Taste test. Excuse the mess in the background. Oh wow, the teriyaki sauce is amazing. Oh my gosh. This tastes a million times better than I thought it would taste, and I think, wow, today was one of my all-time favorite meal prep days ever. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Since I didn't make the egg muffin that is in the video, I wanted to show you what I'm having for my snack, which is just a plain yogurt. I use quark, which is like a Greek yogurt, thicker consistency and more protein. And I cut in a bunch of strawberries because it is strawberry season. I love my strawberries, and put on some agave syrup and sometimes some cornflakes or some chocolate or whatever I'm feeling like. This is one of my favorite snacks. I sometimes also have like these protein puddings, or I'll have popcorn or cornflakes. And when I go to the gym, I also have a banana before working out. So I have a little bit more food than just the breakfast, lunch and dinner. And that's my snack for the evening. And then I'm gonna see you in a couple of days and tell you on the last day, like on the 4th day, how the food has been lasting, how the food has been tasting. It is a couple days later and I wanted to update you on the meal prep. I made the meal prep on Tuesday and ate it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it lasted for 3 days in the fridge. But I'm sure that it would have lasted at least for another day, probably like 2 or 3 days more. Because when I meal prep on a Sunday, and then I eat my entire meal prep from Monday to Friday. And I never had any issue with food going bad. So if you want to try this meal prep and you meal prep on Sunday, you easily can eat this from Monday to Thursday without any worry of the food going bad. I use plastic boxes, so I don't even use the best boxes. Glass boxes are very expensive, so I don't have any, but if you have glass containers, it's even better than the plastic one. For the smoothie got a little bit thicker over the days, but I love the consistency. The smoothie was definitely the winner out of the meal prep. I'm gonna make this so many times because it is so good. I'm in love. We're both, like my boyfriend also, we're both in love with this movie. The chickpea wraps, also amazing. I know I said in the video that the wrapping part is a little bit annoying, but I love the chickpea wraps. And I was a little bit worried about the wraps holding, I don't know why, but the only thing that happened is they got even a little bit softer because, you know, it soaked a little bit the sauce and the ingredients, so the wraps were super soft and I absolutely loved it. And then for the tofu, obviously, tofu is something that just holds for a couple of days. Rice, I don't know, there's this whole debate about rice going bad after a few days. I don't know. I cook my rice, I put it in the fridge, I eat it the entire week. Do whatever you want with your rice. I think that the veggies taste amazing. They obviously don't taste like they do on the first day. You can also do half of the meal prep and meal prep every 2 days, so it's not a lot of work and you have fresher meals. Whatever you like, whatever fits into your lifestyle. And no, meal prepping is not for everyone, and I totally get it. I personally love it, even more when I started to work, because I had my healthy food ready every single day for the entire week. I never have to think about what I want to eat. Even when I was at home studying for law school, I never come into the situation that I'm super hungry and I don't want to cook. Then maybe you grab something unhealthy, you get fast food, you don't eat it all. I remember when I started working in October and there was a day where I didn't have a meal prep, and then I went to the grocery store and I bought, I think, a sandwich or something. Number one, I didn't like it at all. The prices were crazy. The salads and everything, it is so expensive. If you go to the grocery store every day and pick up you think it's just a little bit, you know, you grab your salad and maybe a bread and then something to drink, but it adds up immensely. All in all, I loved the meal prep. It was so good. I didn't miss the meat at all. I was enjoying the recipe so much, so I'm definitely gonna make it again. I don't know, let me know if you want to see another meal prep video, because it was a lot of fun, and subscribe if you want to see more food videos and workout videos and fitness tips. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and other than that, thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!